Hello, and welcome back to another episode of SkyrimPlus. Today I'm featuring Raven's Nest Tower. Let's check out the map. Here we are at Raven's Nest Tower. We're halfway between Riften and Windhelm. We're right next to Kagranzel, Mzalft, and Anselvund. And here we are again at our featured home, Raven's Nest Tower. For our world space view, here's Kagranzel. And when we turn to the right, you can see the stairway that leads to our new home. And then here's a view of Raven's Nest Tower. Let's go take a closer look. And here we are in front of our home. You can see that I've brought my horse, and there's a stable for him. It looks like he won a battle with a frostbite spider. And you can open and close this gate, and it looks like you have some yummy snacks for him as well. And right next to your stable, you have a wood chopping block for your firewood needs. And now we're going to check out the front of the home. There's a wood pile for said wood chopping. And then here's a statue of Talos. Just don't let any high elves know. First, we're going to go underneath this walkway. It has some openings for some really great views of the surrounding area. And then this door leads to the basement. We'll show you that in a little bit. Here's a fire pit to give you some warmth and a light for night. And you can see some trees from the rift in the background to contrast the snowy terrain from the other side. And here's a table and chairs to sit out and enjoy the weather on a nice day. Now let's head back up to the front. When we climb these stairs, you can see the front door with braziers on either side. There's an archery target for the stealth archers of Skyrim. And then around the corner is the acquisition materials for the home. First, let's read this note. Dear traveler, I am leaving this cold land. Too many winters I have seen, and I am old and tired. Now this tower is yours. May it be a stronghold for you in these cold days. Johal. Ooh, that was quite the name. Hopefully I got that right. Okay, to find the key to the home, you're going to need to pick this lock. Oh, almost. Third time's a charm here. Got it. Okay, here's the key to Raven's Nest. And now that we have the key, let's head inside. Here's our first glimpse inside of our new home. My first impressions are that the lighting looks amazing. It has an open floor plan, so there are no doors to the rooms to this level. Starting to our left, we have an entryway table and painting. Next, we have a seating area in front of a cozy fireplace. Looks like a great place to read. And then against this wall, you have a painting of Riverwood, Malakath and Nocturnal statues, as well as a strong box for some safe storage. And then you have a dining area. And look at that light permeating through those windows perfectly onto the dining table. You also have a cooking pot, some harvestable ingredients, and a cabinet to store some food. Next, we have an Alchemy and Enchanting nook. This is probably my favorite space in the home because I typically play as a mage, and I love E&B light add-ons, which there are no shortage of opportunities in this space. Starting to the left, we have a bookshelf with a shrine to Kinnereth, Akatosh, Arcane. Then you have Talos, Dibella, and Zenithar. And then you have some ingredient storage, some ingredients that you can harvest. And then there's a Shrine of Mara, Julianos, Nocturnal. And then you've got your arcane enchanter with a skill book. You have storage for soul gems, potions, and poisons, some great themed artwork, a chest, an alchemy lab, and even a skill book to enhance your alchemy. Next, you have a bench and a cabinet to store your armor. You also have a cabinet on the bottom that acts as name storage for your clothing. And then as we move on, check out this candle lighting that highlights these shields. How cool does that look? Then you have storage for helmets, boots, and some weapons racks. Now that we've seen all of the features in this space, let's take one more spin around. Oh look, there's Inigo. There's your fireplace, your dining room, your alchemy and enchanting nook, storage for your armor, and a cool decorative weapon rack. Okay, let's head upstairs and see what that has to offer. Ooh, isn't that turned dark and mysterious? And at the top of the stairs, you have 6 mannequins to display your best sets of armor. There's a ladder to the top of the tower. And then here's your living quarters. The highlight of the living quarters is the fire in the middle of the room. It has a vent for the smoke. And NPCs like to use these rugs to sit or lay on. And on this next wall, we have a Shield of Solitude displayed, as well as some dagger display cases, a chest, and the mod authors left you with a few enchanted items, but nothing game-breaking. There's storage for your staves, and some bookshelves for the bookworms of Skyrim. There's a table for 2 with some nice candle lighting and a beautiful painting. And check out this entrance to the master bedroom. Doesn't the detail on the woodwork and all of these flowers make this look awesome? As we enter this space, you have a statue of Debella on the left, a nightstand, a bed. I use ignoble beds for my bed mod. There's a chest for storage, and then you've got this office space over here. And again, look at that detail on the woodwork. In our office space, we have a bookcase, storage for valuables, scrolls, a safe. There's the Raven from Raven's Nest Tower. You've got some skill books. If you like that divider with the dogs, that's from a mod called Divide and Conquer. There's a Shrine to Stendarr, a couple of wardrobes, and up above we've got a cool chandelier. And you can see that the master bedroom is divided from the guest bedroom by some thin columns and a little ivy. There's Lydia showing off one of the mini idle markers, but if she were to get even more tired and wanted to lie down, she and Inigo have their own beds in this space, as well as a couple of nightstands, a chest, and a wardrobe to store their things. Okay, we've seen everything that there is to see in this upstairs space. So now we're going to go and take a right and check out the rooftop. Now we're on the roof. You can see Kagranzel. Here's a Dwarven Ballista, although it's not operational. And then if you go over to the side, you have excellent views of the surrounding areas. Now it's a little bit snowy though. Let's clear it up. Oh yeah, that looks better. And as we turn, you can see some of the trees from the rift. And here's a table and some chairs to sit out and enjoy beautiful weather days. Now we're going to head back downstairs. There's the front door, and beside it is the door to the basement. As we head down the stairs to the basement, I'm getting some serious Tales from the Crypt vibes. And when we get to the bottom of the stairs, we'll take a left, and we'll discover a full smithing suite. To the left, you'll find shelves with some ingots, and you can actually take those. They're dynamic. And in the back corner, you've got your tanning rack. Here's your workbench. You can see your forge and your anvil, as well as a vent to get those fumes out. You have a chest. And then here's your smelter and your grindstone to complete the suite. And as we turn back towards the doorway, we have 4 more mannequins to store some of your best armor. And as we turn to the left, we find a wine cellar. It looks really nice with that ivy, and look at those decorative pots. And then to the right, you have a magical display. And past that, you have some special item storage for your Dragon Priest masks. Here's a Dwarven display. And then next you have 2 standing stones, the Lord Stone and the Lady's Stone. The Lord Stone increases your armor rating by 50, and it increases your magical resistance by 25%, and the Lady Stone helps you regenerate health and stamina 25% faster. The last area in the basement is this pool, and look at that lighting, how cool is that? Speaking of lighting, you've got a brazier over here, as well as some candle lighting on your tables and chairs. What nice ambiance. Let's go for a quick swim. And look, it's deep enough where you can actually put your head underwater. But now that we've gotten our clothes all wet, let's take a jog and try to get some of that water off. Here's the area that we just passed through, and as you can see, on the other side of the hallway, it just offered some seating. Maybe you could take a seat and enjoy some of those displays. And then this door is going to take us back outside, and there's those lovely views again. This is kind of where we were at the beginning of the tour. There's our fire pit, and here's our table and chairs. And I think I'm just going to sit down and enjoy the view a little while we go over some final thoughts. Raven's Nest Tower is a well-decorated home halfway between Riften and Windhelm. It has a double bed for you, 2 beds for your followers, as well as lots of idle markers for them to interact with the home. You have access to a cooking pot, wood chopping block, a stable for your horse, a really cool alchemy lab and arcane enchanter, and all of the shrines to the divines, as well as a shrine to Nocturnal. You have a full smithing suite with access to a tanning rack, workbench, forge, grindstone, and smelter. Plenty of mannequins to display your favorite armor sets. And speaking of displays, you have a spot to display your dragon priest masks. You have access to the Lord Stone and the Lady Stone, your very own pool, many decorative areas to enjoy like the Talos statue, a rooftop deck that takes advantage of some truly amazing views, and even simple, often overlooked features like detail on the woodwork, paintings and statues chosen, and taking advantage of lighting as a part of your design. I know Quote the Raven usually says nevermore, but in this case, I'd love some more. If you're in the market for a new home, Raven's Nest Tower could be an attractive choice for you. This concludes my feature of Raven's Nest Tower. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to be notified of when I post, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.